Radiologists use advanced imaging techniques such as X-rays, MRAs, and CT scans to diagnose patients. But these radiologists are not perfect and often miss small signs of disease. However, a recent study has found that AI outperforms radiologists at detecting some diseases. So today we'll take a look at how artificial intelligence is changing the way we diagnose disease by scanning medical images. Have you ever had an X-ray or MRI? If so, you may have noticed that the images can be difficult to interpret. That's because they're often full of technical jargon and can be hard to understand unless you're a doctor. But what if there was a way to make these images easier to interpret? What if there was a way to diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately? That's where AI comes in. In a recent study published in Nature, researchers developed an AI that can scan medical images such as X-rays and MR to detect diseases such as cancer. The results were surprising. The AI was able to detect cancer in its early stages with a higher degree of accuracy than even the most experienced radiologists. So what makes this AI so special? Well, it's not just any ordinary program. It's been trained on a massive database of medical images, allowing it to learn and identify patterns that humans may not be able to detect. This means that it can spot small abnormalities in images that could be indicative of a disease, even before symptoms start to show up. But why is this important? Well, early detection is key when it comes to treating many diseases, especially cancer. If cancer is caught in its early stages, it's much more treatable and often has a better outcome for the patient. However, many people don't seek medical attention until the disease has already progressed to later stages, making treatment more difficult and less effective. The AI's ability to detect diseases earlier could revolutionize the way we diagnose and treat patients, potentially saving countless lives in the process. It's still in the early stages of development, but the potential applications are endless. Imagine a world where diseases like cancer are diagnosed before they even have a chance to develop. That's the promise of AI, and it's happening sooner than we think. In the past, developing new drugs and therapies has been a long and expensive process. Clinical trials can take years and cost millions of dollars, which is why it's so important to catch diseases early. The earlier a disease is diagnosed, the easier it is to treat and the better the chances of a positive outcome. This is especially true for diseases like cancer, where early detection can mean the difference between a cure and a death sentence. With the help of AI, we can analyze images of patients and identify those who are at risk for certain diseases, even before they show any symptoms. This allows doctors to intervene earlier and provide treatment that can prevent the disease from progressing. For example, AI can analyze mammograms to detect early signs of breast cancer, which can be difficult for even the most experienced radiologists to spot. By identifying these early signs, AI can help save countless lives by enabling doctors to treat breast cancer at its earliest, most treatable stage. Another area where AI is making a big impact is in the diagnosis of neurological disorders. It's conditions like Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson. This disease can be challenging to diagnose because they often mimic other conditions and require a combination of clinical observation and testing. However, AI algorithms can analyze brain scans and other data to identify subtle changes that indicate the onset of these disorders. By providing an accurate and efficient way to diagnose these diseases, AI can help patients get the treatment they need as soon as possible. It's important to note that AI is not intended to replace radiologists or other healthcare professionals. Rather, it's meant to augment their abilities and provide them with the tools they need to make faster, more accurate diagnoses. In the future, we can envision a world where AI and humans work together to provide the best possible care for patients. With AI taking over the more routine aspects of image analysis, radiologists and other healthcare professionals can focus on more complex cases and provide more personalized care. However, there are also concerns that AI may not be accurate enough to be used in a clinical setting. After all, AI algorithms are only as good as the data they're trained on, and they can perpetuate and even amplify biases in the data. To address this concern, researchers are working to develop new methods for evaluating the performance of AI algorithms, and to ensure that they're used ethically and responsibly. Despite these concerns, the potential benefits of AI in radiology are too great to ignore. Already, AI is being used to improve the quality of care for millions of patients around the world. And as the technology continues to evolve, we can expect even more applications to emerge in the future. Overall, the use of AI in radiology is a win-win situation for both patients and healthcare professionals. Patients will benefit from faster, more accurate diagnoses and access to new treatments, while radiologists and other healthcare professionals will have more time to focus on providing personalized care. As the field of AI continues to develop, we can expect to see even more applications in radiology and other areas of medicine. The use of AI to analyze medical images is just the beginning. In the near future, AI will be used to develop new treatments to monitor patients remotely and to provide personalized medicine tailored to each patient's unique needs. One of the most exciting areas of AI research is in the development of new treatments for diseases. AI algorithms can analyze large amounts of data to identify patterns and relationships. That can lead to the development of new drugs and therapies. For example, AI is being used to develop new treatments for rare diseases that affect small populations. These diseases are often overlooked by pharmaceutical companies because there's little financial incentive to invest in developing treatments for them. However, AI can help researchers identify potential treatments by analyzing data from clinical trials and other sources. This can lead to the development of new drugs and therapies. It can significantly improve the lives of patients suffering from rare diseases. Another area where AI is making an impact is in the diagnosis and treatment of mental health disorders. Traditionally, diagnosing mental health disorders has been a subjective process that relies on clinical observation and interviews. However, AI algorithms can analyze patterns in speech, facial expressions, and other data to provide a more objective measure of mental health. This can help identify individuals who are at risk for mental health disorders and connect them with the treatment they need. Additionally, AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistants can provide therapy and counseling to individuals who may not have access to traditional mental health services. However, the use of AI in medicine is not without its challenges. One of the biggest concerns is the potential for bias in AI algorithms. AI algorithms are trained on data, and if the data is biased, the algorithm will perpetuate and even amplify that bias. This can lead to inaccurate diagnoses and unfair treatment recommendations, which can have serious consequences for patients. To address this concern, researchers are working to develop new methods for evaluating the performance of AI algorithms and to ensure that they are reused ethically and responsibly. Despite these challenges, the potential benefits of AI in medicine are too great to ignore. AI has the potential to revolutionize the way we diagnose and treat diseases, making healthcare more accessible and affordable for everyone. As the technology continues to develop, we can expect to see even more applications of AI in medicine, improving the quality of care for patients and the efficiency of the healthcare system as a whole. We've taken a look at how AI is changing the way we diagnose disease by scanning medical images. AI is rapidly changing the field of medicine, and it won't be long before it becomes an integral part of the diagnosis and treatment of many diseases. With its ability to analyze vast amounts of data and identify patterns that humans may not be able to detect, AI is helping us detect diseases earlier, develop new treatments, and provide more personalized care. While there are certainly challenges to overcome, the potential benefits of AI in medicine are clear. As this technology continues to develop, we can look forward to a future where AI and humans work together to improve the health and well-being of everyone.